Hello, it's Cassie Oelberg from Grove, Pennsylvania, and I am here to do our Tuesday tip. First, I want to make sure that you all saw that we extended the time to get your projects done through tonight at midnight East Coast and midnight on the West Coast and 3 a.m. on the East Coast. So you can go ahead and finish those up tonight. We wanted to give you a little extra time with the changes on Facebook. Joan posted a really nice little meme there to show you guys where to find the videos. So hopefully you'll be able to find everything you need and just reach out to us if you don't. So I am just going to go over a sketch and show you a simple way to make sure that your measurements are working. So let's just hop over here. Make this big and we'll come on over. Okay, so I like to do sketches on Fast2Fab pages. Many of you have probably realized that by now. It is my favorite thing to do because you get to use the background that's already there and build on something that already exists. So this is the virtual crop that we just did for March, and I am on sketch number 2. So it has this cute little thing at the bottom. And I also like to turn any one-page spread that Creative Memories gives us into 2-page spreads. So I actually did the second page because I had a different picture formation than what they have on their sketch. And I'm going to show you a couple of quick little tips using this page. So first of all, if you look at the sketch, it shows that there's a 3-inch border at the bottom if you look at all of your different little pieces. And so I come over here and I measure. And so this is going to cover this completely up. So I know that this is going to work. Oops, there's 3 inches. This is going to work for the layout that is being done. So I'm going to go ahead and build right on there. Now, one of the things I love is that whenever they do things like this, you can use your scraps. So I just want you to check this out. This is a pile of scraps from this collection. And I can just use these things and use them up and end up with a really cute page. So I'm going to go ahead and cut myself some 1-inch strips like this. So this is already 1 inch because I cut some of them for the other page, and that's 1 inch. I'm probably not going to get much out of this piece. Let me see. 1 inches are probably done and over, but I get a little bit. So I'll keep this over here. Give myself some, oh, I have some 1 inches from this color. I could use some 1 inches from here. I'll just make myself a little pile of these. And remember, when you're cutting anything less than 1 3/4 inches, it's nice to go this direction. It just gives you a better cut because you have this table to lay your stuff on. Okay. I'm going to cut a couple of these. And I just love it whenever I can do things that you use up my scraps. So, get a little bit of this. And last thing that I need is a little bit more of this, I think. So, aha! I knew I could find it in that set. So just a really great way to use up the scrap. Now let's come over here and we're going to build it. And I'm going to show you what I mean by being able to get a perfect cut. So these are 1 by 3 inches. So what I do is I put down my 2 edge pieces first. So I'm going to cut this edge piece and I'm going to cut it just a little bit. Look, I'm going to cut it 1/8 of an inch bigger than 3 inches. And I'll show you why in just a second. I'm going to cut this one just a little bit bigger than 3 inches. And these 2 are going to go on my edges. I'm going to go here. And they're going to go down first. And here's why. Because now I'm going to make my 2 3-inch pieces. Carefully just measure that to 3. And measure this one to 3. I'm going to put it right on my little mat here. And then this one's going to come down over here. I'm going to put it right where that 9 is, because that's a multiple of 3. And line it right up along the bottom. And then I can go over here and just butt this right up against it. And now I don't have to worry that there's just a little tiny gap there, which sometimes happens whenever you try to match little tiny pieces up. Okay, I'm going to do my next level up. I need 1.5 inches. And again, I'm going to cut it just a little tiny bit bigger than 1.5 inches. This one. And these two are going to go on my end. And it's just a way to make sure that I end up without any gaps in my border. And see how I'm just covering this other border completely up? Because I'm using these pages throughout my entire album. And it doesn't matter if I use it as exactly the Fast to Fab page, because I'm using multiple sets of them. So I don't want them to all be exactly the same. So let's see. I want this. I want one of these. And I want one of these. That's 6.3. This one here down. So I'm going to bring this over to the 1.5 inch spot. Go right down next to it. And now I'll just do the same thing on the top row. And it just makes you a measuring rock star, because you don't have to worry that, oh my goodness, I got it just a little tiny bit off and now my whole border is thrown off. I'm going to need another strip. I'll make this one a little bit more than 3 because it's going to be another end piece. A little bit over 3 because it's an end piece. And look, I need to wiggle this one a little bit. I take it down crooked. But no big deal because I used root position for tape. So there we go. We're measuring rock stars. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my 3 photos. And I'm going to trim this off a little bit over here. See, there's something in this picture that I want off. And then that's going to give me the correct amount to put some mats in here. Now again, I grabbed some scrap. Not sure it's going to be in, but we shall see. Over to my 4 1/4. And I do my 6 1/4. And what did we decide to cut this one? I think we did 3 1/2. Yep. So 3 3/4. And then we just need one more. 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And I just love using up all of that extra paper that you end up having laying around, right? Yep, put that in the wrong direction. Three 3/4. Yes, I made all kinds of things with this piece of paper. 5 6 1/4. Hello, hello, Miss Susan. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Now my photos can go across my page. You know what? I think I want to cut a little bit more off of one of these pictures. I'm going to make it this one. Grab my cute little photo trimmer. And I'm going to cut this one down to 3 1/2 also. And this one's going to come down to 3 3/4. And I'm going to switch this up. So I put my two that are the same size there. And just look how cute this comes together. And then my last thing I'm going to do is I love using the mats that come with these. And I don't always use them as mats. Hey, Jenny, all the way from Australia. That's exciting. So I like to use these and just get the word. I can use that for something else later, right? So this will come right up here. And I want it to kind of go cockeyed a little bit. And then the other thing that I want to use, I did these to get them ready for this. Let's see. Make sure I'm completely on screen here. And these little write on things. So I write on them before I even put them down. And that way, if I mess up, I have the opportunity to fix it. And then you can just come right on here, peel this up. And you can put your words right down on your page. And sometimes people forget we have these, but they are just such a great little add-on. And they're only $3. So if you're like trying to do the promo right now and you're a couple dollars short, this is a perfect thing to throw on there. And then I'm not going to put this all the way down. I'm just going to pick it up, use my micro tip scissors. And there we go. So this was super fun. We were visiting our friend Miguel in Belgium, and he has so much family history in his town. So the next pages will be telling all about that really cool family history. But we got to visit the cathedral that he was baptized in, which was really neat. So, okay, that was it. That's what I wanted to show you. Very simple Tuesday tip. If you are part of our Creative Cafe International community, then you are going to want to make sure that you get those projects in tonight for the prize drawings. We did the extra day with the changes to Facebook Live, and we hope to see you at the summer event. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Susan.